For a woman to steal more than a dozen cars. Cynthia Huster-Forrest is accused of stealing at least 17 cars, most of them from fitness centers, but a few from car dealers as well. Chris Sadeghi joins us live with more on how she did it. Chris.
Well, Leslie, it was a plan that was carried out over 2 months using the same script each time. Find some keys inside the gym, find the car out in the parking lot, and then use that car to set up the next crime. She couldn't find her keys in the cubby where she left them and couldn't find her car outside the body business where she parked it. Fortunately for Lisa Bovee, she was one of more than a dozen to experience that same sinking feeling, and police had begun to notice.
The detective right away called and said, I think I know who has your car.
Lisa was the last victim in a crime trend that police had been watching happen at all of these local gyms, and they finally tracked down and arrested 29-year-old Cynthia Huster-Forrest in Lisa's Honda Civic back on May 27th. It was the last of 17 cars police think Forrest stole going all the way back to March. All of those cars were eventually recovered, but seldom undisturbed.
My belongings and other belongings were just strewn all over the inside of the car. The smell was unbelievable.
And it was a scheme that hit several gyms all over the city, 15 times in all, where car keys were stolen out of unlocked lockers. But the heist wasn't confined to fitness centers. Rob Dunbar at R&D Motors saw one of his cars get taken right off his lot after a well-rehearsed ploy.
She came in and she knew all the right questions. She knew down payments, she knew that she had to fill out a credit app. She knew the whole story.
Dunbar says a woman he now thinks was Forrest came in wanting to test drive a car with her boyfriend. They left the car they arrived in at the dealership as collateral during the test drive. Well, that car was stolen out of San Antonio, the same place where Dunbar's vehicle was found.
I believe it was just moving cars back and forth.
And several times the cars stolen set them up for the next crime, using items they found inside to help.
She took my car, went to H-E-B, used my check card.
Altogether, the total amount of stolen property exceeded $200,000, all for the same crime, repeated time after time. And as we mentioned, some of those cars were recovered in San Antonio, and as this investigation continues, be surprised if this case grows even larger. We're live in Central Austin. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN, Austin News.